Welcome to Homebrew Magic, a video series about EDH where we do our best to build unique, fun, or just plain silly deck lists to play against each other, followed by a breakdown of how they did so we can all learn and get better at this game that we love.
Hello and welcome to another VDH episode from the Homebrew Magic podcast crew. My name is Nelson. I did not win the roll-off tonight. Schnell, you did. You're going first.
Sure fucking did.
Who are you playing?
I built a new deck because new deck every time. What? The Council of Four.
Hey, that almost was the deck I built as a tribute to you because I knew you were going to build it, and then I didn't do it.
This is one that I've wanted to build for the longest time, and I just didn't know how I wanted to go about it. So I finally just said fuck it and started pulling cards. As I was going through and cleaning up, because how I use an app on my phone to look up cards, and then every time I go, oh, that'd be good for a deck, I screenshot it and then write the commander or the deck name over the card, so that my screenshots is where I keep all my to-dos.
Nice.
I was cleaning out old screenshots because I have thousands of them, and I found the list that I had started of a completely different Council of Four build, and I went, oh yeah, I was gonna be way more aggressive and super night tribal. So this is a more group buggy. Aspect of that. So we will see
I like
if
huggies.
I can help everyone. Yeah. Untap, upkeep, draw. We will lead off with, for no other reason, Deserted Beach. ETB's tapped unless I control two or more other basic land or other lands. I don't.
Loser.
Very much
Played
so.
it wrong.
Yeah. Teach. What you got?
Five minutes of boy teach.
Nelson deck.
No, it's my Chris deck.
Oh, Chris. Oh yeah.
Hey!
Renari, folk hero.
Here it is.
Yes, Artificer Tribal with a vehicle sub theme. I really enjoyed the first time I played this deck. I was really looking forward to playing it again. So here we are. I did mulligan down to 5 though. My opening hands were not ideal, and neither is this. But I don't want to go below 5. And this I can maybe work. Tap upkeep, draw. I will play an Esper Panorama and pass the turn to Chris.
All right. This is going to be my second time playing my Gollum Obsessed Stalker deck. It is mono black life gain. The first time I ran it, it did manage to eke out a victory by the thinnest of margins. I will draw for the turn.
I don't know why, but the metric that my brain immediately went to is horrible.
Yep.
The nuns. You probably know the rest.
Yep. Access Tunnel is my land for the turn. It taps for a Wingding, and for 3 tap it. Target creature with power 3 or less can't be blocked this turn. No reason. Tap it for a colorless, and I will cast a Shadow Spear.
Counter.
Pass to Nelson.
Wait, hold on. I tapped your mom's access tunnel last night.
Shadow Spear.
Hello,
Oh,
I'm Nelson.
Becca's here. No, sorry, no, I'm sorry, Becca.
And tonight I brought my Schnell tribute deck. This deck goes to Schnell11.
Yes.
And I knew I had to build this thing.
Yes.
So I wanted to do something that I thought would be cool. Also, because I was like, Schnell leans into cool themes. Boys, I'm really hoping that we are going to get to do some voting tonight. So, Tivit, Seller of Secrets, is a 6/6
That's
pink
why you
robe
needed Palace
with
Jailer.
flying and ward 3. Council's Dilemma. Whenever Tivit enters the battlefield or deals combat damage to a player, starting with you, each player votes for evidence or bribery. For each evidence vote, investigate. For each bribery vote, create a treasure token. While voting, I may vote an additional time.
Woo!
Ooh, that's very Schnell.
I don't think I've ever read that card.
Yeah.
I had
That's
that guy just sitting in a binder.
Sweet Streets of New kind of
That is why Sphinx Tribal is a thinly veiled reading test.
I will draw for the turn. I'm going to play a Spire of Ancestry. Tap it. I'm going to play a Soul Ring. I'm going to tap that.
Here we
Going.
go.
And I'm going to play an Azorius Signet.
Fuck, that is a solid artifact opening.
Yeah, I had to lean into the artifact
Ooh,
team,
boy.
my buddy. I will pass turn to you, Schnell.
Okay.
And Spire of Industry is the one that you pay a life for any color if you control 3 or more artifacts.
If you control an artifact.
Yeah.
An artifact. Okay,
Yep, but that's right.
got it.
We are just going to throw it on an island and pass the Teach.
It dawned on me not too long ago. A lot of the most recent decks I build are all unintentional artifact theme.
I have a lot of intentionally themed artifacts.
I will play an island, and I'm going to play a Chief Engineer. A 1/3 Vidalcan Artificer, and artifact spells I control I cast have convoke.
Oofda.
Last turn.
Untap. Draw.
Say oofda, but these are the only 2 lands I have.
Oh, I don't want to play either of those lands. I'll play a swamp. God, I don't want to do this into 2 blue mana, but we're going to. I will attempt to cast my commander, Gollum, Obsessed Stalker.
Joke's on you. Blue and a white. Govin's no.
Govin's no.
Got it. What a shock.
No, I can't. It's kind of
Oh.
non-creature. I just read it wrong.
That's pretty sweet because that's also in this deck.
I can say, I'll pay 1 blue and you pay 1 blue and we'll counter it, spell it together.
All right. Fester.
All right. I will untap.
It's a lot of work. Keeping
It
track
is.
of
Yep.
push a button at the end of somebody's turn.
I'm sorry. Reflecting pool. No, wait. Not yet. I was thinking, yeah. I thought it was not land, but
Go on.
nothing.
Ardius is waiting.
Yeah. I thought it was any type of like a color you could produce,
Got
not
it,
that a
got
land you control can produce. I forgot what it actually says.
That-
So what we're gonna do
that-
then?
That would work.
We're gonna pay 2, and we're gonna cast an Orzhov Signet.
It's not even the same.
That I'll veto. Can be
Um,
countered.
but I need that
I know.
to make people know what you can do.
You're ramping a lot.
This is for you, boo.
You can ramp the appropriate amount, like everyone else.
All right. I am going to.
We're only allowed 1 signet. Okay.
Go ahead. Schnapp.
Okay.
I'm going to say this again because I don't think you've heard me. A reflecting pool with just Spire of Industry will give you.
Oh, you're right. Because you're right. That
will
does
give you all
tap
3
anytime.
colors. Yep.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't have an artifact.
Land for the turn, planes. Very Chris card here. Orzhov Advocate.
Oh, what a bitch.
At the beginning of your upkeep, each player may put a +1/+1, or may put 2 +1/+1 counters. Not just 1. If they do, they can't attack me until. Yeah.
Each player may put 2 counters on a creature they control. Hooray!
Yeah. You
Oh,
guys
that's
all
not
get-
in my deck. That's in my Chris tribute deck.
Wait, when does that trigger?
at the beginning of my upkeep.
Your upkeep.
Yeah, and it's a May. You can take them, but then you can't hit.
Yep.
Okay.
If a
Pass
player
to teams.
does, creatures that player controls can attack you this turn. Got it.
Until my
turn.
next
Yeah.
turn.
I got it.
We'll get there.
Feed shorthand for my brain only.
I mean, I started reading it. My brain's like, I think you're just fucking failing this one.
I'm going to cast Cultivator's Caravan, if I can, with an island, a
I
panorama,
really like that card.
and Chief Engineer. It's a 5/5 vehicle that I can tap for 1 mana of any color, through 3. Pass turn.
How big is the Abacus? A
It's a
1/3?
1/4.
1/4. That was it. Untap. Draw.
What can't block Gollum?
It has Skulk, so any 1 power can block it.
That's what I thought. Stay away.
Oh.
So I'd like to not get fucking
Got.
on the Gollum train.
There it is.
I will play the Black Gate as my land for the turn. I'll have it enter tapped. I will not pay the 3 life.
I used to do a pretty solid Smeagol impersonation, and then I got annoyed by people asking me to do it, and me doing it, so then I just don't anymore.
Every time I hear Skulk, I think of the bully from Power Rangers, but I can never remember the other
Vulcan
guy's name.
Skull.
Vulcan
That's
Scully.
it. That's it.
Vulcan
That's it.
Skull.
That's it.
Oh, just Skull?
Just Skull.
It's been a
It's
while.
Skull. It's Skull.
I
Okay.
will
But
move
Skull.
to
Okay, weird.
combat. Everybody's at 40.
Also, the only thing my brain remembers about Power Rangers is Amy Jo Jones. Yep.
Siege, the fates have decided. RNGesus says I'm
Pink
attacking
Ranger,
you.
the pretty
I don't believe
dear
you.
wife of mine.
I'll attack you for 1 commander damage.
We'll take it.
Oh, he's on the board.
39.
That's all I got. No trigger at the end step because I did not gain any life this turn. I should probably read what my commander does. We'll get to it.
I mean,
All right. On your end step, I'm gonna use the Spire to activate the Signet and flash an Archivist of Ogma. Whenever an opponent searches their library, I gain 1 draw card. All right. And then I will untap, upkeep, and draw a turn. I'm gonna play a Reflecting Pool as my land for the turn.
Refracting pole. Got it.
6.
Reach around and pull. Better.
Reach around and pull.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna tap out and I'm gonna cast Urza, Chief Artificer. He's a 4/5 human artificer and he has affinity for artifact creatures. Artifact creatures I control have menace, and at the beginning of my end step, I create a colorless construct artifact creature token with this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control.
I did just re-sleeve my Oops All Urzas in Urza sleeves, so that's
Nice.
more appropriate.
Nice.
What is the power and toughness on the Archivist?
2/2.
No, the Archivist.
Watch your fucking Gollum mouth.
Archivist or active Archivist?
It's gonna come-
no.
Oh,
that.
Is the Archivist.
yeah. Yeah, it's a 2/2. I can't do anything about Gollum. Okay, so I'm gonna move to combat, and I'm gonna swing the Archivist at Chris. 2/2.
Yep, 38.
All right, and then I will pass the Schnell, and then on my end step, I will create a construct that's gonna be a 3.
I'll create a silver bullet.
Untap, upkeep, draw, land. Oh yes, upkeep. Who would like to put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature they control?
I would. Fuck yeah.
I will.
My monster can crew a lot of shit.
Yep. Chris, would you like to put 2 +1/+1 counters?
No.
Nelson, would you like to put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature you control?
Yeah, I would.
Excellent. All right.
I feel like I kind of took it on the shorts in this deal.
I mean,
Look it on the shoulder.
you did not take it.
I know, but if you're eliminated as an option, I become a bigger option.
Fair. I am going to play Benny Brax Zoologist.
Hey!
He is a 3/2, and at the beginning of my end step, if I created a token this turn, I draw a card.
Okay.
That'll be it for me. Pass the team.
Oh, I can do both now, right?
Nelson,
So
when I'm
I
done
wanna
with
do
this,
both.
well, there
Yes.
are hands
Okay.
of Louis'
Unpacked.
Nice.
Spits
I can
itself
pull
something
this up.
nice.
Hey, thanks.
Draw. Well, there's no land anyway, but I can still do this. All right. I am going to cast Urza, Lord Protector. Artifact instant and sorcery spells I cast cost 1 less.
Oops, all Urzas.
Everybody's
Um,
playing with all the cards that are in this deck.
I know.
Nothing's gonna be a surprise.
I will
He's in
tap-
there. He's in there.
Island, Esper Panorama, and Cultivator's Caravan for white to cast this. Then I'm going to cast Aerial Surveyor, which costs 1 less because of Urza. And artifacts I cast have Convoke, so I will tap that for something
Hold on.
and Urza for white.
I'm so lost. Okay.
That's alright.
3 mana for Urza, right?
3 mana for Urza.
Was 2 lands and the Cultivator.
Yep.
Yep.
And then he can
Now artifacts I
improvise,
cast cost 1 less to
and
cast.
cost
Yep.
less.
And I can Convoke, so I can tap my creature.
Oh,
Yep.
the Convoke?
Let's Convoke, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And Urza gives
Gotcha.
me the white I need for that.
Alright. I forgot
the-
about the Engineer's ability.
Yes. So I have the Aerial Surveyor.
All caught up.
So that is cool. And with that, I will end my turn, pass to Chris. And then during his turn, I'm going to sack my Fabled Passage.
Search for a tap land.
Nope. Search for. Well, it's a basic, but it's going to enter tap because I don't have many lands. But I need the mana.
I will gain a life and draw a card as you search.
I will kill it.
Noted.
Wait, he's doing that on my turn.
Yes.
You,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
do what you want. I don't
So
give a
if it's on my turn,
In response.
literally in response to what you're doing right now is when I did my thing.
okay. I'll sit on it. I won't
Why
do
it
that.
matters.
Never mind. I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay.
I mean, he could flash in something that says you can't search.
Hashtag rent free.
Not in that color, but
Play land for the turn.
He could have who's it's.
yeah, which he would search for you. Yeah. He could fail to find. Be a
He
bitch.
wouldn't do that to me.
He might.
This is my friend.
Then I will
The beest of FS.
move to combat. This would be expensive, but I think it's worth it.
Get off my balls.
Pay 3 mana. I think.
I want my balls.
Or play.
I want my balls.
My bolts.
My balls.
your construct is how big?
Construct is a 1, 2, 3. It's a 5/5.
Oh my god.
4/5, a 5/5, and a 2/2.
So you can soak just half.
This is a 4/5, a 5/5, and a 2/2.
And a 2/2.
He's everything you want. He's everything you need. Everything inside of you that you wish you could be.
Yeah, I
He
guess
does the right things.
I
The right
will.
time. Unfortunately, you
Now that
mean
you've gained a life, that kind of screwed what I was gonna do.
Mom's access to. That's 9.
You have your 2/2 is tapped.
You need
My
material.
turn is
Your
dead.
deck is
Everything is
all
bigger.
Everything is big.
I will equip Gollum with the Shadow Spear. So now he is a 2/2. And I will attack you for 2 Nelson.
Cool.
2 Nelson.
So 2 commander damage.
2 Nelson.
And then I will move back
That was
up.
all stuff you're good.
I'll move back up to 40.
Need 2 hands.
I will go to my end step.
Thank you.
On my end step, at the beginning of my end step, each opponent dealt combat damage this game by a creature named a Gollum Obsessed Stalker loses life equal to the amount you have gained this turn. That is 2. So Tej and Nelson both lose 2.
Yeah. No, I lost 4, asshole.
I'm about
I
to
mean,
lose
total.
like a million, so
Yeah, I'm coming at you.
I'm sure of it.
No offense.
I do
No
have
offense.
He's unzipping his pants
a
right
creature.
Hands tap.
Pestered.
Alright. I will untap. Upkeep and draw for turn. Plains. As my land turn. Whew. Yeah, let's just do this. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna cast my own Benny Brax,
Ooh,
zoologist. All right. So let's see here.
Tej is also wide open.
I mean, he can't attack me because you signed my contract.
I know.
it's-
I know.
I did sign the contract.
It's up to you.
I'm also at 37, just like you, Nelson. We're brothers.
Yeah. And you're not playing a Skulky Commander that I can't interact with right now.
That is correct, sir.
I promise I will not attack you with Gollum anymore this game.
Don't.
Cross my heart.
Well, because all you need now, since you got in, is just to
Life
gain
gain.
life. Okay.
I have 1 guy.
It's a simple spell, but quite unbreakable.
I'm not afraid.
1, 2, 3. So he's a 5/5. So Chris, I'm gonna swing at you with a 5/5.
Yeah, down to 35.
Okay. Then I'm gonna move to my end step. That will give me another construct off of Urza, and then I am creating a token, so I will draw a card off of.
Do you get both at the beginning
I
of
can
these?
stack them, can't I?
That's what I'm asking.
So at the beginning and at the beginning,
Yep.
I can order
Okay.
it, right?
Yes.
So create
Okay.
the token first, then resolve Benny.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
Just
draw.
making sure.
Yep. Okay. So then it's your turn, Schnell.
Okay. Untap. During my upkeep, Heath, would you like to put 2+1 counters on any of your creatures?
Absolutely.
Chris, would you like to put 2+1 counters on any of your creatures?
No.
You didn't even attack me last time. You said no.
Isn't Skull power less than?
Power greater than.
But we're greater than.
Oh.
I mean, I don't have reminder text on here, but I believe he
can
can
I
only be.
look at-
Like, it just-
I believe he can only be blocked by creatures with same or less power.
Yes. So you are denying. Nelson, would you like to have 2+1/+1 counters?
Fuck
For
yeah,
the
why
low,
not?
low price of leaving me alone for 1 turn.
Yep.
Okay. Draw step. Land for the turn will be the backside of this pathway. Equal numbers, blue, equal numbers, other.
They can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Okay.
Yeah. We will cast the Council of Four, because the Council shall decide your fate. Whenever a player draws their second card during their turn, I draw a card. Whenever a player casts their second spell during their turn, I create a 2/2 knight, or white knight, creature token. Acceptable terms for the Council?
You.
Pepper. Oh, I
Oh.
get counters on opposites.
This club is full.
Put it on Urza.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't create any knights this turn, so I don't get the Benny, but I will pass each.
Or the Jets. Fucking good one.
It's a good joke. It's a good joke you made.
Fuck yeah.
The next game that we play, I will have a song pre-stuck in my head, and you will completely understand it when you see what I'm running.
Have you ever heard that live version of the Beastie Boys singing Benny and the Jets?
Yes, it's fantastic.
It's pretty incredible. It's so bad, but so incredible. Lots of screaming at notes they can't reach.
Nice.
But damn, do I love it.
Start by one Cultivator's Caravan.
I'm just glad
One.
the council's the 0-8 that can always block Gollum.
Chief Engineer
Access my funnel.
Black Gate also makes him unblockable.
will get me a Reckoner Bank Buster, which enters with 3 charge counters.
Curious to see how that will perform.
I can pay 2. I liked it when I drafted it. I can pay 2 and tap it to remove a charge counter from it to draw a card. Then, if there are no charge counters on Bank Buster, excuse me, I create a treasure token and a
Sound
pilot
like a
token.
bird.
I think it'll shine in a vehicles deck, but I've thought about putting it in other lists, and I just haven't pulled the trigger.
It's cheap, like cheap temporary card.
I think
seems
I run
good.
it in my put the lamb in the car.
I could see it being good there.
Then I'm going to use Urza to crew Aerial Surveyor, and I'm going to move to combat. Nelson, do you have any flyers?
No, sir.
Nelson, I'm going to attack you for 3 flying.
Oof. 34.
When Aerial Surveyor attacks... Oh, wait, hold on. How many lands do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4 lands.
I'm going to take that back.
You can't attack me as per the accord
As for the
Fuck, you were correct.
yeah.
because you took the counters.
Shit.
You took the money, Lebowski.
All right. I will commit then, I guess. But I will not get my basic land, which is the whole reason I wanted to attack you. It's not because I don't like you.
It's fair. That's fair. For
I
3, you said?
apologize. 3, yes.
Down to 34.
Well then. I'm a fool. I will...
Second main.
Second main.
Second main. Second main.
The doofus.
Right. Untap.
Boofed that one.
Fuck yeah.
Bo Jukabog will be my land for the turn.
Whose graveyard is you fucking...
Not my favorite. That's
Sure.
Dovin's veto.
Yep, I'll just
Sorry. I had a Dovin's veto. He's gone now.
nope.
He's so sad.
This is so dumb. You're at 40 life. I think
know.
I'm just gonna do it.
You have to sneak under my 0-8.
Yep. You can pay 2 mana and tap. Choose a player with the most life or tied for most life. That would be you, sir.
What?
Target creature, Gollum, can't be blocked by creatures that player controls this turn.
Fine.
Move to combat.
Yep.
I will attack you for 2 commander damage.
Why do I take twice as much commander damage as everyone else took?
I took the 2.
Yeah, I only did one.
I will gain 2 life.
Chris's best friend.
And then I will move to my end step. You will each lose 2.
Do you run like tendrils of agony and tendrils of all the fucking
All the mono
drain
black
them
X
all?
burn
Yeah,
spells?
Yes.
Why, yes, I do.
Okay.
Why guess
Did you pass?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I will.
You know, the council doesn't help me if you guys do nothing or cast one thing and say go.
Untap.
Just saying.
No rank. Nothing.
I'll keep and
Single spelling this whole game so far.
One at a time, folks. One at a time.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts I control.
And I believe in Nelson. Nelson will probably cast 2 things and maybe draw a second card. I thought you were going to draw a second card. I got really fucking excited.
No, not yet.
All right. I'm gonna pay 4. I'm gonna cast Smothering Tide.
Because it's bad at this game.
Because it's gotta be.
Stupid.
It's gotta be on their turn. That's what.
It's gotta be your ball.
Yeah. That was, I think, also why I changed directions. Because like the second wave of deck building for this one was very, very
Here you go,
just
Snow.
super group hug, and then I went, fuck, it's only when they draw their second on their turn. Why am I being this nice?
I'm about to double counsel you.
Okay.
Because I am casting a second spell.
Yeah.
And it's a thought
double,
monitor, so I'm going to draw 2 cards.
So
Shoot.
get a knight,
And you draw.
and I draw a card.
Yep.
Oh, this dumb card.
Let's see. Land for turn will be a Vault of Champions.
Jesus fucking.
I'm going to move to combat. 1, 2.
You can't see it right now, but my heart rate just fucking skyrocketed.
I'm gonna attacking Chris is gonna put his fucking finger on the expel, exsanguinate, tendrils of corruption.
Well, you can't attack me.
I know.
because-
I know.
Because of the Accords.
I don't have a way to like. I have to just get rid of the Gollum player if I can. How many swamps do you have out right
I
now?
literally have 2.
2. Okay, great, awesome. So I'm attacking you with 2 6/6 constructs.
God. Sure. I'll go
Sorry,
with
I don't have
25.
any other Gollum
Listen.
tech right now.
He at this point is wheedling down all of us. So, yep,
The Pokemon.
wheedling.
He is quote unquote wheeling. Oh, hey, when you draw a card, you're gonna pay for the smothering tide.
Nope.
Okay,
Just
so
wheedling
actually
it
you
down.
take 14. Sorry,
And I'm
I missed that
caterpilling
trigger.
like a motherfucker.
Caterpie, motherfucker.
He was wheeling me so hard I caterpied myself.
Okay, I'm gonna move to my end step. Urza is gonna create me another construct, and then Benny Brax is gonna draw me another card.
Benny Brax is going to draw me a card because the beginning of my end step if I create it. At the beginning of each end step if I create it. So,
Yep. So then when you draw a card, will you pay for the tithe?
nope.
Okay, that's another artifact.
Look at all the
Pick up
synergies. You guys are really doing it. I love you guys.
Chris is so happy to be here tonight.
me,
Uh,
me and my one creature get shit right on.
Untap. During my upkeep.
I'm just waiting for a board wipe.
Peach, would you like 2+1/+1 counters on a creature of your choice?
no.
Ooh, he wants to come at me. Chris.
No, I just don't need them. I would like the option to come at you.
Fair enough. Chris, would you like 2+1/+1 counters?
Almost need the extra 2 points of lifelink, but no.
Okay, fair enough.
Just look at life.
Nelson.
That's all I'm looking at.
Nelson, would you
Oh yeah, I'll take 2 more.
Okay. So that's my upkeep and then my draw for the turn.
Would you like to pay for the smothering
I
tide?
do not want to pay for the smart.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got a smothering tide. Last turn, dog.
Since
Where is it?
Teach got
Yes, it's right here.
Oh, fuck.
Teach got big scary flyers, we're gonna
Wood is making these
Ledger
constructs.
Whenever a player casts their second
big is
spell
Urza?
each turn, Ledger
5.
Shredder connives. So I draw a card and then discard a card, and if I discard an online, he gets slightly bigger.
I really want to get to some of my voting cards though. Like that's why I really can't
Oh, yeah,
find.
that's
Supposed to be voted on shit.
Yeah. Well, I haven't cast my commander either. He'll vote.
Wall of Omens. Cast trigger. It is my second spell, so I will connive. I also have a cast trigger of getting another White Knight.
Wait, night.
White.
Quite white night.
A White Knight. So I will actually connive before the Wall of Omens trigger. So I draw.
That was very conniving of you.
Yes. I will discard Marble Diamond. When I discard, it will get a counter. And then I draw for the Wall of Omens. And then I've drawn my second card for the turn. So whenever a player draws their second card for the turn, I draw a card. And I saw me do it, so I'll do it again. No, I will not be.
Okay. I think the last time I played Arena was when Ledger Shredder was everywhere in every fucking deck that had blue.
I mean,
a good one.
I was surprised I had one when I started pulling cards for this list.
Good.
Land for the turn will be Command Tower.
Come on, power.
Come on, Tower. I have your woman. Come on, Tower.
Come on to me, bro.
Gross. We will go to our end step. At the beginning of my end step, I created a token this turn, so I get another White Knight.
During your end step, I'm going to.
I created a token as well from Smothering Tide, so I will draw off Benny Brax.
Multiple cards a turn, you say?
What?
Seems pretty good if you could get in on that action. I gotta try
I
that.
want to see your sound levels click when you do Benny.
Yeah, just fucking- Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Tejas.
And also at the end of your turn, I'm going to activate my Bank Buster. And I'm going to bust some balls.
You want me to put what where?
Yeah, stutter.
No, but you do have kind of a list.
Shut up.
I love that. I love that joke. Mitch Hedberg, as a guest star on Home Movies, plays a police officer, and he's just like,
Oh yeah.
"Ma'am, did have that?" She's no, but you do kind of have a list. Oh,
I didn't watch enough home movies, so I didn't know that. But I love it. Fucking goddamn it, Mega Man. Get your shit together.
Who the fuck is Mitch Mega Man?
Mitch Mega Man.
Ugh. All right.
You combine Mitch Mega Man and Blue Mega Man to make Ultra Mega Man.
Just gonna kindergarten shuffle my deck for you. Oh,
Get you a rubber band for your fucking deck. Paperclip all the cards
at this
together.
point, maybe.
Probably penance for you fucking screaming and betting in my ear.
Listen, the game's not over, so it's gonna keep fucking going.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone want to cut this monster?
Sure. I'll give it
All right. All
a
right.
handy. I mean, try.
All right. I paid my 2 mana. Tap this guy. Draw this card. Excellent.
And
All
that's
right.
at the end of my turn.
Correct.
Okay. When you draw, will you pay for smothering tide?
I will not.
Okay.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. Mine actual turn. Draw. Take your thing.
All right.
6 treasures over there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I have 6 lands. You have 5 lands. You have 5 lands. I have 4.
I had Benny.
Bene.
Nelson, do you have any other flies?
Oh shit.
You do. You've got a thing there. It looks like it has wings.
Sweet, huh? It's a thought monitor. I do have a flyer now.
The round counter's gonna be slightly off.
Just a squoosh.
Ledger Shredder. Chris, you have nothing that flies.
Sure don't.
Someday,
I scoured my playmat, double checking.
this Gollum back is gonna
It
go
does
off
gulp though.
fucking someday.
Plates. I am going to.
I have so many artifacts, so much ramps. Like,
1, 2, 3.
just shoot every card in my deck that costs like 5 mana or more.
Nice.
I'm
We gotta
gonna
get him before he can start casting all those tendrils cards.
Urza, Prince of Krug.
So it's your first turn.
It is my first Urza turn. This is Urza Tribal in the sense that the only Urza not in the deck is the black one.
Whoa.
That's right.
Again?
Raven Man?
Again.
Oh wait, Raven Man was revealed. It wasn't Urza.
I was gonna say, yeah,
No.
Roman.
That's Limdula.
Yeah.
Artifact creatures I control get +2/+2. I will use my Lord Protector to crew my Aerial Surveyor. I'll move to combat.
Kurungu!
Chris, I'll attack you for 5 flying.
Fucking ooh.
I will
Sure, why not?
tutor for a
Yes,
basic planes and
good.
put it on the battlefield taps.
Mm.
You're the only one that
When you
didn't
tutor,
have,
I will draw from Archivist of Ogma.
flying, and I want my lands.
Fuck yeah, one of them cards I wanted.
Second main, I will pass to my good friend Chris.
Right, on tap.
We're still good friends.
On your
even
end
though
step, I
attack.
created a token, so I'll draw from Benny Brax.
Who?
You only cast the one spell?
That is correct.
Ooh.
Hiss!
Hiss. Disapproving sound.
Nice.
Yeah.
Draw for the turn.
There's one.
Will you pay for smothering time?
No,
Just figured I'd ask.
probably should have.
Oh, come
You're not
on.
doing
What the
bad.
fuck, get it.
Now you can't even draw swamps. I'm drawing all my non-basics.
Fucking dick shit.
Yeah, yep.
Wiener poop.
Well, my muse are back.
We'll move to combat.
I do love that that's Bob Odenkirk who voices that character.
Yes.
In fucking American Dad.
Yeah. I just like that combined both things
Can
into
block.
one.
Thought monitor can block. I can't attack.
I mean, you could attack.
Pass turn.
Okay, on your end step, I did create a token, so I will draw from. Fuck is that thing? Benny Brax.
Wait, what are you drawing from?
Benny Brax.
Every time
At the beginning of each end step,
every
if you created
end-
a token this turn, draw a card.
All right, I have a response to that. Flash in Orcish Bowmasters.
Okay, so I will take a damage. Right?
So yes, so whenever an opponent draws a card except the first one in each of their draw steps, I deal 1 damage.
Wait, hold on. What am I doing? You're going to
Uh,
cast Orcish Bowmasters?
Yes.
Hold on. I have a response to that. Sorry. I'm gonna crack a treasure and tap Vault the Champion's Arcane Denial.
Oh, of course.
Sorry, I don't want that fucking with my
That
strategy.
being said, you
It's
will
my
also-
fault. I tried to play a third spell this game.
In response to that,
Okay, so
Go on, hold on.
I'm gonna flash in Fairy Mastermind. Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, I draw a card.
nice.
Because you'll be drawing on your upkeep.
Right. Okay. Any other? Okay.
Nope.
So, all right. Okay. All right.
I
So
feel
then,
like the three of us combined to make sure Chris can't play Magic, but we're not doing that much to stop him.
No.
untap. Okay. So on my upkeep, you draw 2.
Okay, you get to draw from.
It has to be on
I will-
your turn.
I will draw-
Because it's Nelson's
I will
turn.
draw on my upkeep.
He is drawing his second card, so I draw a
That's
card.
my first. Well, now I'm drawing for turns. So
Yes,
that's the second.
okay.
Yeah.
So, I get to draw once from the Council of 4, and then whenever an opponent draws their second card, I draw a card off of Fairy Mastermind.
Okay. And then when you draw the 2 cards, are you paying for smothering time?
How much is it?
One. Oh no, 2 per.
Sure, I'll pay for one of them.
Okay.
You also get from I just drew 2 from you.
It's true. Okay.
There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah. There's a lot that's happening on
I
the
got
board.
2
Okay. All right.
from you.
Yeah. You did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Fuck, I gotta shut up. I'm an asshole. Ancient Doom will be my land for the turn. Like the only list card I've ever pulled worth any money. Ancient Doom. I'm just happy because it's the cool old art.
Ooh, fancy.
Alright, how do we want to do this?
I do this.
2 the white and a blue, and I'm going to cast a card that I've been wanting to play for a long time, and I finally found a place for it. Master of Ceremonies. This is a cool new Capenna card. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent chooses money, friends, or secrets. For each player who chose money, you and that player each create a treasure token. For each player who chose friends, you and that player each create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. And for each player who chose secrets, you and that player each draw a card.
Yeah.
So I thought that'd be really cool. And I finally found a deck where he hopefully can do
I wish people would start playing cards from the original Capenna.
Yeah. old
rather
people-
than new
Yeah.
Capenna. Yeah, it is kind of sad, isn't it? I feel real bad for him.
OG Capenna.
Og.
Anyway, we're voting.
Not yet. It's not that triggers on my.
And that's not even a vote, that's a choice.
No, fair enough.
Voting is a right, sir.
You're correct.
I'm gonna
Cast a
Ancient
second
Tomb?
spell?
Yep. Ancient Tomb and the Spire of Industry for 3. That'll give me Inspiring Statuary, non-artifact spells I control, or I cast, I should say, have Improvise. Got a lot of artifacts I can just tap and sacrifice right now, so that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Alright.
Sorry, I don't know what I want to do here. Let's just do that. I'll use my Reflecting Pool to activate my Signet, and then I'll tap my Vault of Champions, and I'm going to cast Black Market Connections.
That doesn't help me. Stop casting spells and just pass your turn.
At the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, I can choose one or more, sell contraband to create a treasure token and lose a life, buy information to draw a card and lose 2 life, or hire a merc To create a 3/2 colorless shapeshifter creature token with changeling and lose 3 life. Then we're gonna crack 6 treasures. We're gonna cast Tivit. He's here.
Thing.
He's here. Sphinx. So
Also, you can't tell me that art is not Taika Waititi. It's a Sphinx.
it absolutely is,
Yeah.
100%. So whenever he enters the battlefield, starting with me, each player votes for evidence or bribery. For each evidence vote, I investigate. For each bribery, I create a treasure. Sure. Oh no, starting with me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote for bribery.
I'm gonna vote for evidence.
Evidence is the investigate?
Yeah.
Evidence.
Bribery.
Okay. And then I get an additional vote. So I'm
Did you
gonna.
get that at the end, or were you supposed to do it at the beginning?
You're supposed to
Well,
have to be-
sorry, I was gonna do. I do bribery.
One of
twice.
each.
I want 3 treasure tokens, and then I get 2 clues.
Are there raging clues?
So you get everything we voted for as well, in addition to getting a second
For
vote?
each vote,
Yep.
you get.
Oh my god.
Yep. So I've got 2 clues. Boy, that Academy manufacturer that's in here would be pretty cool if I had that right now.
I'm so glad I grabbed a foil one when I did for like
Voting
$3.
was a surprisingly open design space.
Yeah, I
They
agree.
did a lot with that, and I was impressed.
I like it a lot. And I like what this deck is doing so far. It's pretty fun. I gotta find my blinks. Where are my blink cards? Okay, so I'm gonna move my end step then. That is gonna trigger Urza and Benny, so I'll create a construct, and then I will draw a card. And then no.
I will also draw a card off of Midnight from Benny. Okay. Untap.
I totally forgot to go to combat. Whoops.
During my upkeep, Teach, would you like to put 2+1/+1 counters on one of your dudes?
Not
For leaving me
today.
alone for a turn. Chris, same offer.
Yep.
Take me up on it. Excellent.
I
Nelson,
don't have to attack him anymore.
It's true. Nelson, would you like to put 2+1/+1 counters on a creature you control in exchange for not attacking me on your next turn?
No, not right now. Doesn't mean I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna take the bribe right now.
I like how Nelson ran out of shapes.
Hey, I've got a square.
Rectangle, triangle, circle, and went right back to rectangle.
No, that's square right there.
Square
And
for
those are
rectangles. All
That's
squares are
true.
rectangles. All
That's-
rectangles are not squares.
It's true.
Okay.
You're right. I did run
All
out.
Not my
lands,
fault,
all
you
lands
don't
for my
want to-
turn are islands.
I just want to be part of something.
Okay.
I just want to make fun of my friends.
What is the largest creature on the board at the moment?
Probably my constructs. 1,
So,
2,
Teach, you took
3,
counters?
4,
I did not.
5, 6,
Chris is the only one.
8,
Yes. Okay.
9, 10, 11.
Fenwall Stone.
I have 3 13 constructs.
Jesus Christ.
I will cast Herald of Hoofbeats. Yes, that's right. He is a 3/3 knight with horsemanship, and other knights I control have horsemanship.
Huh.
Where the hell?
This was out of the command deck
Had
for Mom.
Yep.
Precons?
Yep.
Was it command? I thought it was.
That's the Phyrexia.
Yeah, New Phyrexia or
What is it?
Mother Machines because it's MOC.
Got it. Yeah.
So, but that is a player casting their second spell each turn, or this turn. So I will connive, which I think I missed that when somebody else did that.
Sorry. Okay, so you're drawing on that.
I'm conniving, so I draw a card,
Yep.
then discard a card.
Are you tithing?
I will not be tithing.
Okay.
When I discard, I will discard Sarah Redeemer to get a counter, which I think I put that preemptively. Also, that is my second draw for the turn. So whenever a player draws their second card for the turn, I draw a card, and that's only on opponents.
Okay, on that third draw, are you gonna smothering tithe?
No.
Okay.
That'll be good.
Can I smother you, Dad?
No.
Team thighs.
Just in case it comes up, we're going to Durannith Magistrate.
Nice.
My opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands.
But I was
Oh,
going to cast
I do
my
get it.
commanders.
I do get another knight.
Fuck. Now I wish I had that negate back. Although Orcish Spellmasters would have sucked ass.
Teach, you can come at me with the Fury of $1,000.
Well, that's not.
Come on, runner.
I'm gonna go to combat. I'm going to attack Tej with 4.
Oh,
Two knights with horsemanship.
Now I'm gonna come at you. Wait, horsemanship?
Yeah, they can't be blocked except if do your vehicles have horsemanship?
Nope.
Okay, so take 8.
16?
2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh.
It's not much, but it's
enough.
Yeah, it's
27.
I found a Herald of Hoofbeats. I just went, it's stupid, I like it.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna come at you with whatever you said.
Fury of $1,000.
That's the one.
Okay. I will go to my end step.
Behold my butts.
The field in which I grow my fucks. Behold that it is barren. So, at the end of I draw a card because I created a token. I'm not gonna pay your shit.
Okay, and then I draw. You got your end step, right?
Yeah.
That's your Benny. Okay, so I'll draw. I'll draw for my Benny.
Okay. Teach go.
And in return, I'm gonna bust the bank.
All over.
Draw this guy. Oh, you're a thing.
Oh, you're a thing. Sorry, but I
Busted
don't know.
my
why.
thing. All right.
Untap.
Are you gonna
Upkeep.
pay for smothering tide?
No, take it. And take this one too.
Oh yeah.
Draw. Alright.
Tell me how I can take it.
1, 2,
3.
3 opponents. See if Clouds comes into play untapped.
True.
Fuck all ya.
Ooh, is that an extended art one? That's real
And
pretty.
Whaley.
Nice.
Max-
Maximum
Because-
fancy.
Because it was the cheapest one, apparently.
Makes sense.
All right.
Can you grab me a Louis Demise?
I sure can. I'm gonna grab a Coke one too. Told you. That's my favorite.
I also need more alcohol than I currently have in my system.
You want a Louis Demise?
I want one
Oh,
of
yeah.
everything. One of everything.
There are a lot of options.
There are a
Friend,
lot of options.
Magistrate limits my options.
You want a jam session? That's in the tall boy.
I
this is
will.
Thank you very much.
Tell me you're a Louis Demise guy.
I am.
Plans,
Excellent.
Cultivator's Caravan. I will bust my final bank.
You're drawing your second card for the turn.
I will draw my second card for the
Okay.
for the turn.
Council triggers, Fairy Mastermind triggers.
All right.
The else that I'm not paying for the 2 that I'm drawing.
Okay.
I get a treasure and a pilot token.
Did you want a Louis Demise while I'm passing them around?
No thank you.
You guys, you have too much going on.
And this lady can
I'm gonna
prove
have to discard
vehicles
my hand
and
so I
so
can
her
get
power
back.
I
were
might have to too.
too great.
Oh, jeez. I haven't had you inside me in a while.
It's so good.
I am going to. You have a legend.
You get a construct each turn from
I
Urza?
need 2 flyers.
Flyers.
I do.
Okay.
At the beginning of my end step, yep.
Oh,
How?
when did you cast your
gross.
second one?
I
Or
cast one spell.
Damn it.
I cast 0 spells.
Yeah,
You
he didn't cast
Zero
anything.
spells.
He's just doing stuff on board.
I drew cards. That was the 2.
Yes,
that I did.
yep, I got those triggers.
Your flyers are how big each?
Currently a 3/5 and a 2/1.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm so fucking dead. Oh my god.
Nelson, do you have any flyers?
Yeah, I got a thought monitor
How big is it?
and a Sphinx. I got a 6/6 and a 2/2.
And you took me up on my offer, so you can't attack me next turn.
No, I didn't this time.
Oh, who did? Chris did.
Chris did.
Okay.
Oh, what if I could select control plus 2? So that makes you 8, 5, 6. How about your flyers? Oh, you got a fucking
A 6/6 and a 2/2.
Chris, you're my friend. I love you. I would do anything for you,
Except leave my life total intact.
but I won't do that. My pilot will crew my aerial surveyor,
I
and
clearly deserve taking
Chris,
5 more.
I'm taking 5 flyers.
Sure. I'm clearly the threat at this
You're,
table.
you're not the threat. I just want my life.
I'm the kid on the playground you can
But
successfully
the
beat
thing
up.
is, all you need
You
is
keep
all
dipping
you,
into that well. Great.
all you need is one thing to happen,
You
drain us
came to
all, and
school
then
wearing
suddenly.
that, and
Nothing
now
in
I'm gonna
black
bully you.
with no mana ramp is going to do that.
I'm real fucking dumb. I could be putting +1/+1 counters on my own shit too.
Yes.
Didn't even read that.
I will.
I
pass
didn't.
the
Oh,
turn.
from the advocates?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
It didn't occur to me that you weren't.
Yeah,
doing
every
that.
time.
It didn't
that-
occur to me that I am a player in this game.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Hate the reading skills.
On your draw step, would you like to pay for smothering tithe?
No.
Okay.
Did you cast no spells?
0 spells.
What a bitch.
Okay, I'm going to cast Noxious Gear Hulk.
Ooh.
When it enters the battlefield,
and on your end step, I draw from Benny.
destroy another target creature. What is your largest construct? The one with the 3 counters?
No, but all my constructs only have 2. So
Oh.
one of those 3.
Oh, I thought that was 3 over there.
No, it's no, that's one of my bad die.
Okay.
It's just 2.
So they're 13-13s?
No, they're way bigger than that right now.
How big is that?
6, so 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So they're 24, 24s. No, sorry, 26, 26. 27? Did I count these? I don't know.
Okay,
They're real big.
Count them.
What's
1,
16?
2, yeah, 16, 17,
17,
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So they're 27, 27s.
Did you count this as an artifact?
Nope, they're 28, 28s.
Okay. That's why I hate
Yeah,
this.
I know that. I know. I don't like that.
So for this deck
Yeah.
specifically,
I
I
need
went
to
out of
switch
my
that
way
out for a
to
different-
avoid those.
I need a different thought monitor. Yeah.
If they were artifact cards.
Yeah. Trash.
Reach.
Okay.
Tree ash.
And I would do that normally, but this one I paid extra close attention.
So everything is huge.
Yeah.
But your guy is a 4/4. Or 2/2. Urza's a 4/5.
Correct.
So Urza could block my guy.
We're looking black, my guy.
My thought monitor could block your guy.
Yeah, but it wouldn't kill him because he's a 4/4.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And he could too. Then.
He could block him, but also not kill it.
I assume you won't be casting a second thing after the Noxious Gear Hulk?
No, I'm gonna resolve this first.
Yeah.
But I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I'm going to target one of your constructs.
Okay, we'll get rid of this circle guy. He's kind of pissing me off.
Okay. The creature is destroyed this way. I gain life equal to its toughness.
Cool.
So I'm going to gain 28.
Oh, hold on. Fucking shit. Okay, I forgot about that part of it. So I have a response to you doing that.
Nelson, are you going to counter my spell for a second consecutive turn?
His 4th spell this game.
Oh shit.
Okay, so you're Noxious Gear Hulk targeting this
Yes.
this guy, one of my constructs,
Yes.
right? Okay. I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna sacrifice 2 treasures. Going down to 2. And then I'm gonna tap this construct, and I'm gonna cast and I'm gonna cast Disorder in the Court. I'm gonna exile the construct you're targeting, and then investigate X times. I only did it once, so I'm gonna get another clue token. It's exiled, so it goes away. But now you don't have a target to gain 24 life and drain us all with.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna counter it, but I'm gonna blink my token.
Chris, you know that's the right move.
Pass turn!
Sorry, I had to. I had to. I told you it was one. You were one
Dumbest
turn away.
game in the history of games.
I'm sorry. That's how scared we all are of your Gollum deck.
It's just him. He's the only one scared.
On your end step, I will draw 4 Benny Brax. All right, on my upkeep.
It's great every time.
Let's see what happens on my upkeep.
Hey, but playing that spell, at least I don't have to discard. What's up?
Aerial Surveyor
Um,
does fly. You know
Black
what that
Market
means?
Connections. I'm gonna create a treasure. Oops, I flipped that. I'm gonna create a treasure and lose a life.
So pay attention to me.
Peach, what's happening?
I'm gonna.
Jet. Jets. All right, thank you.
Okay. How many cards have you drawn so far?
2. That was my. No, sorry, just 1. Just
Okay, okay.
Go ahead, card for the turn. And that's all I'm gonna do. I'm only gonna create. I'm just gonna sell contraband. I'm not going further than that right now. With that guy. Then I'm going to. We're gonna play Goldmire Bridge as my land for the turn. It's an artifact land, so that ups my artifact count. I'm gonna pay 1. I'm gonna cast Disciple of the Vault. Whenever an artifact is put in a graveyard for play, I may have target opponent lose a life. I'll tap my Soul Ring, and I'm gonna cast Felwar Stone. That's my second spell.
That is your second spell. So, caster second, I get a 2/2.
2 treasures do you have?
And you cast, so I get to connive, so I get
15.
draw, and then I can choose to.
Which part of your deck is group hug?
Seems
Seems like a lot of can't.
I was wondering about that too.
Good up. I just didn't draw those cards. I'm gonna discard a non-land card, so this will be bigger. I don't know if you noticed, this Orzhov Advocus allows you to put counters on your stuff. And if I activate the Fairy Mastermind, each player draws a card. And then my opponents.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's group hug, but it's still me here. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm aware.
All right, so I'm gonna tap a blue, and then 1, 2, 5 artifacts, and I'm gonna cast Kappa Cannoneer. So 4/4 War 4. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under my control, it gets a +1/+1 counter, and it cannot be blocked this turn.
Whenever an artifact, or whenever an artifact creature?
Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under my control.
The thing gets a counter.
This is the only thing that gets a counter, correct? Whenever an artifact enters
So
the
you
battlefield.
said that,
under
my brain went, whenever an artifact, that artifact gets a counter.
Oh, no. Kappa
Okay.
Cannoneer gets a counter.
Yeah, okay.
Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield.
Do you just win now?
Huh?
I don't
No.
know. Okay, and Kappa Cannoneer can't be blocked this turn. I thought the artifacts that gets the counter.
So I have a response to you casting that.
Okay.
I'm going to Swords to Plowshares, your Disciple of the Vault.
Okay. So you will exile him.
You exile, you gain a life.
And then I gain a life. Back to 30. Alright. So now he resolves.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna tap Ancient Tomb, taking 2, and I'm gonna pay 5, and I am going to cast Revel in Riches. Artifact count, or treasure count right now is 15.
And you need
10.
10
38 to
on
win?
my 10 on my
Okay.
upkeep. I'm gonna move to combat. 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So my constructs are 28 to 28s. And that's not an artifact. Okay, so Chris, how many creatures do you have?
2.
Okay.
I don't know what you did to piss him off.
Yeah, no shit.
Let me
He didn't
know
piss-
so I don't
He
accidentally do
didn't
it.
piss me off. I am that convinced. Okay, the Noxious Gear Hulk comes in. I lose, or he gains 24. We all lose 24. That puts Tej at 3, Schnell
Yeah,
at
he's not
12,
wrong.
and me. That was the play. So
No, I
Chris, to me right now, it feels like we're picking on him,
Mr.
and he hasn't been drawing stuff.
One spell a turn.
I'm sorry, but his deck is the most dangerous.
Has not
That's
drawn
not
an
mine
extra
right
card
now.
this whole game. No source of ramp other than 1 treasure token. Get him.
I'm sorry. 3 constructs coming at you, Chris.
You got it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am that convinced
deserve
that
it.
his deck is that dangerous.
I
am
I
that
don't
convinced
dis- I
that
don't
he has
disagree.
done damage to all of us. It is that scary to me. I'm sorry.
I don't disagree with you.
I'll try
Okay,
to
so
avenge
those
you.
3 are
Yes,
going. Tej, do you have any?
We should have started that
untapped-
plan a few turns ago.
Do you have
I
any
don't know if you
untapped
noticed.
I have 0 untapped flyers.
Okay, so then I'm gonna swing him. I'm gonna swing my commander at you.
Oh, he's not done.
Oh, wait.
Attack.
Wait. Oh no, you have a
I
flyer.
have-
That's
I have
untapped.
two-
Okay,
I
yeah.
have two
So
flyers.
sorry. So now I'm done declaring daggers. These 3 are coming at Chris. This is coming at Tej because I want the damage trigger.
What happens when you do damage to me?
We vote.
Isn't that when he attacks?
No, it's when he enters the battlefield or does combat damage to a player.
Not fair enough.
Each player votes for evidence or bribery, and I vote twice.
Don't take the damage.
Sack my 1 treasure and dispatch that motherfucker.
Nice.
Tap it. If I
it.
control Metalcraft, exile it instead.
If
Nice.
I control Metalcraft.
And I control Metalcraft.
Okay, you do control Metalcraft and Metal Gear Solid. Okay. Oh, fuck! God damn it! I forgot on my
Oh,
upkeep
forgot.
that we the 1 card. I was like, I'm so excited to do this, and then I forgot I had it.
Finally.
Fuck it. That sucks. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna move to my end step, and I fucked that up.
End of your turn.
At the beginning of your end step,
Oh, go ahead. You have priority.
I
Yeah.
get to draw a card because I made a nice.
So at the beginning of my end step is sorry, or you guys all get priority over that.
You get a treasure because I drew a card and I'm not paying for it.
Okay. But I'm asking about all of my at the beginning of your end steps. Does that happen after you guys do the beginning of my end steps?
8.
Or do I actually get to resolve the beginning
Everything
of my
triggers, and then people can respond to the trigger.
Okay.
So what
So
I'm
my first
yours-
one will be Urza.
Yours trigger.
Okay.
They go on the
Okay,
stack.
sorry. Okay,
but
so okay,
it's
mine are on
active
the
player,
stack.
non-active player.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
ours will resolve
First.
for anything that's
Correct.
triggered,
Yeah,
and
gotcha.
then we can resolve as we try to pass priority for those
Okay.
triggers.
So
to resolve.
for simplification's sake,
Yeah.
what I'm going to do will happen before everything else.
Yep.
And I'm just going to blow my wad here. And I'm going to generous gift.
My Revel Enriches.
That's the one.
Um,
You get an Elephantus. Behold! Elephantus.
yeah, there's nothing I can do about it.
I have named him.
All right,
The
so
elephant.
I've named him.
Revel Enriches goes away.
Okay.
I get an elf.
Oops. Yeah, I was gonna deal with the rebel enriches, but thanks.
Well, I did it for you.
Okay, so
Remember
now
this.
Chanel, you've got a trigger that resolves.
I
Oh,
drew-
you already
yeah,
did.
I
it.
drew-
And I got my
you
treasure.
get your treasure.
Okay, so now
I
get a-
wanted to do it because he was untapped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aside from
So
all
now
those
I'm going to get a construct first. Any responses to my construct resolving?
I have no
I'm going to
cards in
draw a
hand.
card off of Benny Brax.
And you've already drawn 2 this turn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I am
I fucking
now.
want to get rid of that. thing.
An artifact has entered the battlefield under my control. Actually, wait. I got one here. And I'll get another one here. So it'll be 2+1/+1 counter.
Calendar on Cannoneer.
Yep, on my Capicania.
Cannoneer.
And he cannot be blocked this turn.
Ah,
Go Chanel.
Okay. Untap. During my upkeep, I'm going to put 2 counters on my ledger shredder. Teej, would you like to put counters on?
I would.
Excellent.
I would. I'm going to put him on this pilot.
Excellent.
Seems like the smartest thing I could
Nelson, would you like
do.
to put 2+1/+1 counters on a creature you control in exchange for leaving me alone for 1 turn?
Yeah, I think I would.
Well, now I feel bad.
I think I would.
Draw for the turn.
Means here is only option for attacking.
Prairie Stream will be my line for the turn.
Oh, sorry. On your draw step, Smothering Tithe. Yes, no.
No, I'm not going to pay. In fact,
That's
you
another-
all might pay.
That's another artifact.
Fairy Vandal will be my creature for the turn. Flash that fucker in. Whenever I draw my second card each turn, I put a +1/+1 counter on the Fairy Vandal.
Oh wait, Gollum had lifelink. Sorry, -11.
Okay. Overloading Cyclonic Rift.
I can fucking deal with that, I suppose.
Hang on, Nelson.
No, I don't have a response to
Sack all your treasures to your Disciple of the Vault.
That
and
guy
hit him
exiled.
for. Oh,
Yeah,
Disciple's gone?
Thing that says I can't attack you because I put counters on my guy.
Yeah,
Where is it?
right now.
What does it say?
It says, leave me alone. At the beginning of your upkeep, each
Yep.
player may put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature they control.
Got
If a player does,
Man, I hate Cyclops.
creatures that player controls can't attack you or Planeswalkers control until your next turn.
So regardless, I still can attack.
Correct.
I wouldn't be able to anyway,
Yeah,
but I
if
just
you
wanted
had
to
something
make
with haste and yeah.
just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
And I got everything. I'm okay.
I know
with
you
it.
do. I know you do. I know you do.
No, I play it.
It is my second spell for the turn, so I do get to create a knight. That'll come in.
That's your
I will get to draw a card off of Leisure Shredder because it's casting, so I get to draw, and I will discard Defiler of Faith.
It's all non-land cards, right?
So this will get a
That is correct.
counter. I drew my second card, so whenever a player draws their second card, I draw a council, and whenever an opponent draws, so that's new. I will go to combat. Nelson, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
This is my thanks for keeping you all safe.
Yes.
Yep. All right, I got nothing.
You
Okay.
played Magic with us before, right?
Yep. Nope. I'm up.
I figured you could rebuild, or you'd be more of a threat faster than Teach could.
100%.
So I'm going to go to my
Probably,
end step, I created a token this turn. I get to draw a card, and then I have to discard well down to 7. So, one.
More like group fuck, am I right?
I never even got the smuggler share off of all your extra draws, man.
It's group hug, but I feel it's chub in my butt.
Peach.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Keep
real
going.
group huggy, huh?
Group
Let's have
chub.
a keep draw.
It's group hug because I play Cyclonic Rift. You all get your shit back in your hand.
You got it. I can't do it.
Okay.
You got it. You win.
So the council will decide your fate. Got the win right out of the gate. I wanted it to be more group huggy, and I feel bad because I didn't help my opponents as much as I could have. But at the same time, I don't want to help my opponents. There are like 12 or 13 like outright just everyone can benefit cards in this deck, and that is as much as I could muster as far as a group hug. I wanted to basically be Azorius Fun Police while letting everyone draw 2 and then cast a second spell, and then beyond that, stop it. Knock it off. Nothing you do that doesn't help me should be going on right now. So, obvious MVP, just because of the, Teach's musical inspiration. Benny Brax drew me like probably 9-10 cards easy, so I can understand why this guy is like a $20-$25 card. Nelson asked me if I had one of these guys, and I just happened to have pulled one for this deck, and I checked. I had 2 extras. I was real excited about that. That was like finding a winning lottery ticket. Ledger Shredder. Ledger Shredder also, it helped me a lot more than I thought, specifically because Connive lets me draw. So the Connive triggers well with the council, because that way when I cast my second spell, I'm not only getting my council trigger for casting my second spell, but then I'm drawing a card as part of his Connive trigger, which then also gets me a council draw if that is my second spell or second card draw for the turn. So lots and lots of synergy. And then Herald of the Hoofbeats, honorable mention, letting me hit Tej for 8 unblockable, and hopefully setting me up to just start dealing a decent amount of damage each round that no one could stop, was the main win con. Cyclonic Rift, I should get gold stars for the fact that I cast a Cyclonic Rift and then the game ended almost immediately after. We've had too many instances of somebody doing a hard reset on the game, and then everyone just slowly starts chugging back to the point where the game drags on and on and on. But I figured I was in a good spot to do it. Nelson, I thought, was getting way too out of hand. Chris probably could have killed any one of us at any point had Nelson not just targeted him and countered him into fucking obliteration. So I can't feel as bad about Chris. His feel bad experience, yes, I'm sorry. The fact that he didn't kill us with goddamn Smeagol, nah, you live to cry another day. Tej's deck continues to be a lot of board state building, but we haven't seen his payoff yet, so it's one of those I don't know, I haven't seen the little guy do his thing yet, and then we're just waiting for him to snap everybody's necks. And Nelson honored me with just an absurd tribute deck that he should have cast the Sphinx earlier, because it would give him more triggers, more stuff like that. And it's a Sphinx. I love Sphinxes. I love what they represent. I love how they are represented in-game, except for Petra Sphinx, which is trash, doesn't even fly, and it's pictured among the clouds. I don't know. Anyway, this game was a blast, and I'm glad that my attempt at group hug was still a bear hug that managed to crush everybody.
All right. I ran Renari Bulk Hero for the second time tonight, and it wasn't a good game of Magic for me personally, but I still really like this deck. I'm going to stand by the idea of doing tributes to our friends was a fantastic idea, because this is a deck I normally would not have built for myself. This deck is very straightforward, and I'm going to address this right now because Schnell brought it up in his interview. They're waiting for the neck-breaking play. This deck doesn't have one. It's literally what you saw. It's Artificer Tribal. Every deck except one, or every creature in my deck except one, technically, is an Artificer. For that Artificer Tribal, which lets me draw a card thanks to Folk Hero. The only creature in the deck that doesn't have one is Cosme, the God, and that's only because I am always going to play the backside, which is a vehicle of the deck. There's a vehicle sub-theme, play the vehicles, the artificers are going to crew the vehicles, and then just get in there. And I just wanted to see the synergies of all the vehicles and all that stuff. So it's honestly very straightforward. There's no tricks that I'm aware of. Every once in a while I'll build a deck and I'll stumble upon a combo. I don't think there is one. In this deck, the only like Hail Mary card I put in there is Coat of Arms. Simply because all of the creatures in the deck are artificers. And if I get out all of my artificers and drop a Coat of Arms, suddenly my dumb creatures become an army. And that's literally the only thing that's in the deck. But it was, again, a blast to play. I really like this deck. I'm glad we did this tribute thing to our friends. It gave me an excuse to build this kind of deck. This is my Chris tribute deck, and it's a lot of fun to play. I will be playing this again in the near future. My MVP tonight was MVP. What's that thing with the star? It looks like a asterisk. Reckoner Bankbuster. This is a card. When I played it, everyone, and by everyone I mean like maybe Chris, was like, "How good is that card actually?" And it's a card that I've considered in a lot of decks that don't have a lot of card draw in it, but it's a vehicle, and it's not the best card draw, especially in white or blue, but it's a vehicle, so I threw it in there, and it did some work. It did what it was supposed to do. It gave me 3 consistent draws before pooping out a pilot token, which would have been really good in a vehicle deck. And before I got to a point where I needed to dispatch Nelson's Disciple of the Vault out of fear, and then spend the rest of my mana to get rid of his Revel in Riches out of fear, I was prepared to use whatever Urza it is that makes copies of things, just to make a second Reckoner Bankbuster to draw more cards. So I think it did a lot of work. It's not the most CEDH of cards as far as card draw goes, but it was pretty consistent for me. And again, I started this game out with a hand of 5 cards, and not the greatest mana base, but I started the game, I believe, with an Island, an Esper Panorama, and Chief Engineer, which let me convoke my artifacts. So that eventually that got me going. So all this to say, Artificer Tribal, still a blast to play. I'm still really happy with this deck. It hasn't won yet, but I don't play to win necessarily. I play to have fun, and this is a dumb deck that is actually a lot of fun to play. So I'm once again glad I built it. We'll see it again in the near future.
So this deck was a ton of fun to build, and I couldn't wait to play it, and it did everything I wanted it to do. We didn't get to vote as much as I wanted to, but the whole idea was, okay, when I knew right off the bat I had to build a Sphinx deck, right, for Schnell, because Sphinxes. And he always has such cool ideas, like, around mechanics or, ways that he can just do fun shit. And I was like, what's a mechanic we haven't used a lot as a group that could be, a lot of fun to play around? And I thought it'd be fun to vote, because we usually have at least quite a few rounds, of turn order before anybody's completely eliminated from the game. So at least we'd have a lot of participation there, So I found a Sphinx that voted. So, I was like, okay, cool. Like Schnell said, maybe I should have played it sooner. Not maybe, I should have played it sooner. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold. I was so excited with everything else I was doing on the table that I kind of forgot that guy was even there, and he's there for a very important reason. I want to blink him if I can't get attack damage in with him, because I want to vote through him. So, this whole deck has been built, like I said, around the idea of voting, and there's some stuff that I thought was pretty cool that I wanted to put in here. So another card, we didn't get to see Brago's Representative. This is another card that gives me an additional voting, an additional vote while voting. So if I have him out with my commander, now I get 2 additional votes. So just off of something like my commander alone, I can be getting a whole ton of whatever I want. off of him. Same thing with Master of Ceremonies and some of these other cards that are in the deck. Illusion of Choice is a cool instant I had in there. So basically, you can cast this when a voting round is triggered, and then you get to control how each player votes, and you draw a card. So that's a 1 mana instant, which is pretty fucking cool, and I really wish we could have seen it this time around. Another one is a fun artifact, Chorus of Portal. So this card has Will of the Council, and at the beginning of your upkeep, starting with you, each player votes for Carnage or Homage. And Carnage gets more votes, you sacrifice the portal and destroy all non-land permanents, so it's a little board wipe there. And if Homage gets more votes, or the vote is tied, I get to draw a card. So just some fun stuff in there. Another one is Grudge Keeper. So whenever players finish voting, each opponent who voted for a choice that I didn't vote for loses 2 life. So that's kind of cool, especially if I can stack my votes. It's really punishing anybody who didn't vote with me. And then we've got Capital Punishment. So you vote for death or taxes, and then each opponent sacrifices a creature for each death vote and discards a card for each taxes vote. So this is a cool one that affects only my opponents. And then Ballot Broker was another one I had to have in there, which lets me stack more votes on my turn. So that's kind of the voting theme in there. I also knew I wanted to be able to make a lot of tokens, right? I had Benny Brax. So how am I going to get tokens through here? So Master of Ceremonies is guaranteed tokens, multiple tokens every turn, right? It's well, I shouldn't say that because you can draw a card. If everybody chooses to draw, that's what happens. But it can get you a treasure or a citizen token. So that's some token generation. That's going in there. And then, to go along with that token package, I did have a Mondrak in there to double up on tokens that are being created. The Academy Manufacturer to let me get, one of each token. So I'm going to be creating clue and treasures. So every time I create one of those, I can create a clue, food, and a treasure, which would have been cool to see. Like I said, Benny's in there to get me card draw and get me extra tokens. And then another card from New Capenna that I've never played before, but I really wanted to see is Smuggler's Share. So this is another enchantment that says at the beginning of each end step, draw a card for each opponent who drew 2 or more cards this turn, and then create a treasure token for each opponent who had 2 or more lands enter the battlefield under their control this turn. So I wouldn't get a lot of treasure tokens this game, but this would have synergized really well with what Schnell was doing, and it would have allowed me to draw more cards, which would have been pretty cool. Drawing cards is great. So then if I pivot now to some more of the Schnell cards, we've seen him, I believe he had the Urza Lord Protector and Mightstone and Weakstone meld deck. For obvious reasons, Urza Lord Protector is in the deck because he discounts artifact, instant, and sorcery spells. And of course I had to put the Mightstone and Weakstone in there too, so that if I get the chance, I could meld. Had to throw a 40k card in here because it is Schnell. This is his tribute deck. So I had Marnius Calgar in here. He's a cool Esper. He's got Master Tactician, so whenever 1 or more tokens enter the battlefield under my control, I draw a card. It's more card draw there. And then you can also pay 6 to create 2/2 tokens. So, there's a little bit of getting him going there. As kind of an inside joke, I guess to anybody who's watched the show, I had to put Starscream in here because that was Schnell's Transformer. He actually fits the idea of the deck, pretty decently. So I did put Starscream in there. Tezzeret, this is kind of a personal one for Schnell because this is one of the first buy a box promos I got from Schnell back when he was running his game store, and obviously fits really well into a deck like this. And then just to kind of do, more kind of a little more synergy in the deck, I do have a Contraband Kingpin in here because then I could be scrying. And with everything every time all these artifacts are hitting my battlefield, it's going to let me filter through my deck to find what I want. So I don't have tutors, I don't have like a Sensei's Divining Top, but Contraband Kingpin will let me kind of sort through my deck, right, and get to where I want to go. And then finally, I had to put a Time Sieve in here because there's so many artifacts. It would have been really cool to start just, popping off for extra turns. You guys saw how many, treasures I was able to create and all the other artifacts that were out there. So all in all, I really like this deck. I can't wait to play it again. I think I'm going to keep this thing together because it was really, really fun. And, I don't think it's one I'm going to be taking apart. I feel really bad, and I do want to apologize on camera to my friend Chris. I did beat up on him pretty bad, but I tried to reiterate, and I was being honest. He was the one person I was afraid of the most the entire game because at that point he had done damage to all of us, and all he needed was like a Tendrils of Corruption, Tendrils of Agony, Exsanguinate, the Noxious Gear Hulk that would have gained him 24 life, all kinds of stuff to just completely drain us all and really take over that game. So I felt bad that I was beating him up, but I had a way in, and I didn't need to violate anyone's access tunnel in order to get inside. So I just had to do it. Did not see Schnell overloading a Cyclonic Rift. I knew I was weak to a board wipe. Wasn't thinking it was going to be a one-sided one where he could just clear me out and then deal exactly 28 damage and take me out of the game. But that was a smart move because he was right. I probably could have stabilized pretty quickly. I had a lot of mana generators, so it was a smart move. I was definitely a threat that needed to be dealt with, so I would have done the same thing in his position, absolutely for sure. And yeah, it was a really, really fun game. I do feel bad for Chris because he didn't get to interact like he wanted to. But I also feel like we didn't have a choice and we had to prevent that from happening. So even though it sucks when you're that player, you got to feel good knowing that your deck is that powerful and scary, right? I mean, although I guess you're not playing Magic, but anyway, no hard feelings. I just did what I had to do for a game, and I'll give him a break next time, as long as he doesn't play that deck again next time. So yeah, can't wait to bring this deck out again. Tivit was really fun. I'm glad I found him, and can't wait to throw him out again.
This was kind of an odd game. Nelson's brand new Tribute deck went off without a hitch. Schnell's new deck went off without a hitch. And Tej also started out of the gates pretty fast for having the mulligan down to 5. Normally, our games tend to be a little more interactive than this one started out to be. It was like an arms race. Everybody was just doing their thing. I even got in a hit with Gollum very early on all 3 players, which, even though my board did, Nelson's right, even though my board didn't look impressive, a single spell would have been a massive swing. And in a normal game, when we interact, we keep each other in check. I wouldn't have been able to just get taken out like I did. It probably was the right call. These decks all seemed very evenly matched from the start, but Nelson's new deck, that thing just rolled. Nobody did anything to keep that deck in check the whole time until that Cyclonic Rift. That's the one thing I do like about Cyclonic Rift versus like other forms of board wipes is if the person that's casting it is in the right position, it is just a game ender. It's not a game staller. To be fair, having already been eliminated when that spell was cast, I was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? I'm gonna be sitting here for another hour. But then once I actually paid attention, looked what was going on, I saw I was gonna wrap up fairly quickly. It was a weird game. Gollum might need a little bit of work, maybe not. We'll see. I got to do something to protect it a little bit, but we'll see what I can come up with. If you want to see those changes, be sure to like and subscribe.